The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Danny Shelton.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
In your face. Check 99, check 99. 22. Under 10, 10.
Now Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first. Down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at about the 32. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Darquez Denard brought him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 24. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Gain of 40 yards. And the Lions first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
To number 19,
Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
To Todd Gurley.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
That's right.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Darquez Denard brought him down. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
3-yard line.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go again. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go.
They go play action with Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. 34-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Let's go, defense. 21. Defense.
To throw again, Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the screen pass. 31 yards. And this one is right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's scared. 45, 45, 45.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Lions.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A pickup of 44
Well, he's
yards
definitely
on
a
the
big
play.
target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Stafford on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay. 3rd down here.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
To number 19,
Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Lions are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He gives to Gurley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
21, Todd Gurley.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's good.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
On the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll get this out wide to Allison. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 3rd down, Stafford with a catch made by Johnson. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable, that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
23-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And Walker has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And the Lions
from down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. A chance to run here for Galladay. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 21, Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Makes it
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you...
This is caught at the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Stafford. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
5-yard line.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Falcon, Desmond Trufant. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing deep for Galladay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay, but it'll be second and goal.
Not bad, Javier.